Struggle Street is one of my favorite TV series, or some of you might say documentary. I watched 3 of them and others say I loved it. I don't normally watch TV until my stepfather introduced me Struggle Street. Watching the first episode, I was loving it. It's related to my studies, which I'm currently studying in Community Work Service, Cert 4. After watching the first series, I done some research. First thing that popped up is porn poverty. Come on guys, are you serious? Like really? How can that be porn poverty? Yes, we get to see a lot of drugs, abuse, young youth having kids, or mental illness, suicide thoughts, yada yada yada, it moves on. But that's reality. It's based on real moments. Unlike other shows, just a bunch of Hollywood's lifestyle. For example, Modern Family, just showing the lavish lifestyle. That's not every family. So this show is pretty much showing all the good, real, reality stuff that's going on at the moment. I never thought, part of Mount Druitt is at that stage. I often go to Para, Cabra, Auburn, Granville, Liverpool, Bankstown. But hey, I never see that sort of poverty in my life. Maybe I was in the central area. The show opened my eyes, and it's sad to see how the media reacts to the show. It's perfect time to air the poverty side of Australia. Yes, the show portrayed Mount Druitt, which eventually represents, rest of the poverty area across Australia. And hopefully the government generously enough to pump funds to those areas. Here's the reason why it's the perfect time to broadcast the poverty. The document shows the impact which I can relate. Me being a youth at the age of 25, used to live in the Canterbury and Bankstown area, it's tough to find a job. My area is considered one of the highest youth unemployment rate in Sydney. Last year I was job hunting for a customer representative for 9 months straight. Apply through internet to websites. I probably just job hunt 200 jobs per week. I hardly get any callbacks. That's how terrible the job market was. I go through job-to-job interviews, experience different job interviews, often go to group interviews, sharing their experience, where I realize they're all above me. Where right in front of me I'm competing with 20 people in the same table. For example, across the side of me, 3 years PA, personal assistance, other side of me, 6 years banking, or other side, 11 years of customer service, or behind me, 4 years of insurance. Where me, I just pretty much meet the requirements of being a 3-year customer service. Hey, that's the entry level at the moment we're competing. The document shows as a warning sign. As you guys are aware of cost of living and the economy with the skyrocketing unemployment rate, I would like to see the government who can fund job interview programs to everyone. Job hunting is getting tough. I've experienced a couple of job interviews. Types, for example, webcam, phone, computer tests, assessments, group interviews, one-on-one, teamwork, and I remember one of my oddest interview that only requires 3 job interview questions. The rest of the interview is just pretty much just tour around the company just to see my personality. That was the really odd one, but I learned the skill. Then it gets more tense. You go to group assessment, one-on-one with the HR, lead to one-on-one to the supervisor, but I often get knocked back, often with rejected, where someone just always has a higher skill set than me. Here's the reason why it's perfect time to broadcast the Struggle Street. As property prices, as you guys know, is skyrocketing, which inflating the rental market as well. Unemployment rate is at their peak, which is difficult for us to get our foot in the door in the career. Government aren't pumping enough funds in health sector. Most of my visit in my course that's related to my assessment, where we get to hear stories like, supervisors are lodging, funds to get approval rates, which takes up to 3 to 6 months, not knowing approved or not. If this continues, we are going to see more of this poverty spreading widely. Oh, and my final wish is for the government should keep an update to educate every Australian citizen to ace the job interview, to gain of knowledge, knowing how to face different type of job interview. Look, I'm not an expert here, and this is based on my experience. And I have to say this, it's getting tougher and tougher. I'm not professional to share what's my thoughts and what's it like, what's ahead of us. But hey, that's life.